Oh, so even back then, when they had Marvel, the Marvel logo, it said the official Marvel thing.
Yeah. I will say this about
Edward Norton.
I will say this about this movie.
What, the quality looks bad?
No. Yeah, it does look great. I thought.
Oh, I heard of Liv Tyler.
This beginning always reminded me of Ang Lee a bit. The way it just the style of it.
Oh yeah, because like I remember when I was watching trailers for this movie, I thought that this was a direct sequel to the Hulk, because like there's so many elements and how the colors are.
Yeah.
It felt like a sequel to a Hulk, to the Hulk, didn't it?
Yeah. Specifically the credits. I was like, oh, it's like they're not completely gonna forget about the Ang Lee one. But it was
just think Edward Norton like that. Maybe just smile. Like,
Martina, almoçar comigo?
Alright, he's in Brazil. They speak Portuguese.
Bernie Gringo still.
Tudo bem?
Universal word for American.
Tem problema.
Actually, it's either Gringo or American, right? Just like a negative way of saying American.
Anytime I hear güero when I think American.
Oh, güero, yeah, that too.
That too.
But I don't think that many people say güero.
I hear more gringo for Americans. But
you say Americans.
But güero I hear too.
No, I hardly hear it. The cinematography of this feels like Iron Man 1, and where it doesn't look at all like a Marvel movie yet.
No.
You understand what I mean?
You know what it looks like? It looks like more
like a real movie, like I mentioned before.
Iron Man, but when they're inside the cave, the building Iron Man suit, it looks like that sometimes, like very close and all that.
Yeah, and not. I'll say it again. This one also feels like a real movie.
You know what? Also, too, the color palette of the film.
Yeah. Okay. That's another major factor.
I've seen good men go down purely because someone didn't.
Seeing that guy in the uniform on the right.
Also, I didn't realize how short he was.
Yeah.
Compared to the other guy, like he's small.
But like just seeing him in a uniform, isn't that funny?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You know what? I don't know what it is. Every time I see this, he doesn't look like he fits the uniform.
In a professional setting.
Yeah. Like it literally just looks like a costume. When it's like hey, he's actually been served in like the military.
He looks better as a slime ball.
Yeah. Another reason why I like Tim Roth because he looks sleazy. He doesn't look clean.
Yeah, he looks sleazy. I agree with that. But him in a uniform.
Him in a uniform looks funny, but that's what I liked about him.
The OC. Sorry.
Because you don't get that a lot in the Marvel movies. Like they're very clean.
Oh yeah.
And here like
the Marvel look.
The Marvel look. Here it looks,
like this. Look this. How it's shot. It looks really dark.
It's got some grit to it.
Yeah.
Not Dark Knight grit, but just grit. Like it just doesn't look.
Wait, this shot right here reminds me of. I'm getting vibes of the Green Lantern.
Yeah, and the hangar scenes.
Yeah, more of this hangar scene.
Oh.
Like it even had like green right there, no?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
No, it's a lady. The one walking is Bruce Banner.
Oh.
Like the way they
didn't even look like him. Right?
It should always remind me like The Notebook. So melodramatic, two lovers in the rain on the bridge.
It's funny. I already don't believe their past history.
Yeah.
I believe the Ang Lee Hulk chemistry. Cryo sync.
Okay.
Next you know they make Mr. Freeze.
So Louis Leterrier, I'm assuming the director.
Oh, okay, director.
Wanted Mark Ruffalo for the role of Bruce Banner.
Oh, so from back then.
But Marvel insisted on Edward Norton, and then ironically, Ruffalo now is Bruce Banner.
That's weird. It's weird. Marvel wanted Edward Norton.
But here's the thing. Edward Norton, who had previously rewritten films he starred in, wrote a draft of the script which Louis Leterrier, I'm assuming the director, and Marvel Studios found satisfactory in establishing the film as a reboot of Hulk, the Ang Lee one.
Okay.
As Norton explained, I don't think that in great literature and films, explaining the story's roots means it comes in the beginning. Audiences know the story, so we're dealing with it artfully.
Okay. So what do you think about that? Because you know much more about him. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I can't get much insight on that.
Edward Norton's an asshole.
Oh yeah, which in case anybody doesn't know, from what I've heard before, that on set Edward Norton is one of the worst people, or just him as an actor.
No, him
just
as
like
an actor.
He's a hard person to deal with.
He's hard because in American history, he actually rewrote some of the scenes because he gets involved with his character. Like he doesn't. If he thinks he could do better with the character, he would tell the director, like, "Hey, I don't want to do this."
Yeah, I know that.
And American History X, he actually got involved in the editing of the film.
Why? Like, did he just say, like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the editing room and I'm
Yeah,
gonna get involved.
I tell you, this dude gets involved in the movie. That's why directors.
No,
don't
I'm just asking you for that. Like, he didn't even tell a director, like, I'm going in.
No,
He just went in.
he just went in,
Okay.
and they followed it. And then the director of American History X actually denounced this film because it's like, this is not the film I wanted. That I wanted it to turn. It didn't turn out that way.
Oh, so the final version is Edward Norton's version.
Yeah,
Oh wow, he actually went that far.
he went that far.
Now she'll see.
He got veins.
Shout veins.
And look at that.
I just
That looks like a video game right there. It looks like an old video game, like an old 3D trailer for a video game. No.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. I do kind of agree with you that I do like how ripped his face looks.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. His body looks like it's stretching his body,
Yeah.
forcibly stretching. But yeah, the CG is not.
It
good.
is the kind of work because he's really dark compared to everything else.
Yeah, like really dark.
Yeah.
Like it's so dark on him that it's unnecessary.
And I always like this too, the confrontation with him.
Oh, it's a conversation.
Confrontation.
Oh, confrontation.
Yeah.
Blonsky, pull back now.
Is that all you got?
Is he British?
Yeah.
That's great. That was great.
That's the reason
They shouldn't have cut though. They shouldn't have cut, right?
No.
It should have showed the whole thing and then him just hitting the tree. Yeah, there's so many elements of this that's already been done in the Ang Lee's Hulk. How this movie starts in a third world country, the ending of it. The cliffside, where the part where the Hulk was walking, like in that forest area, looks almost exactly the same forest area as the Ang Lee Hulk. So far, this is the only different thing. And wow, that looks weird.
It does.
It looks like he's part of the rocks, right?
He looks silver almost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This might explain the weird look of the film. The film is tinted the same shade of green as the Hulk's skin.
No, we knew that, didn't we?
No. How it looks, no.
No, but I did say the way everything looks with the Hulk, that something did feel off. So that's why. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And
I will admit, I like this whole fight scene just because of just balls to the wall they go with.
Oh yeah, this feels like a video game right now.
A bit, yeah. Well,
Especially that shot.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, the way the motion they're going,
Yeah.
it feels like a quick time event.
It really does.
Let's get ready to rumble. Am I right or no?
Essentially, yeah.
I was gonna hope that Hulk was gonna have that position of the Liberty statue. What's it called? Liberty statue or what is it?
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Look at that CG, right?
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh wow!
The fact that it was on.
Look, that whole thing, her taking it out, looking at that picture, low battery, that whole thing.